Good evening once more. Let us have a recap about what went on in the first day of Maandamano in our republic, Kenya. The day actually started slowly well, and in most towns in Kenya, people were actually scared about what was going to happen in our nation, Kenya. And in major towns, we had very few people who came out to do their daily activities because many people felt that today was going to be a bad day for Kenya. But since that morning, things has been quite fine because in the country we are they haven't any report where actually destruction of properties have actually occurred, even if I hear that there are some few places where you will find that life has been lost, but it has not been actually been actually satisfied that that is actually what has happened. And also, you will find that in our major towns, the government had deployed actually heavy securities, and that's why there was no one who could dare to lead in demonstrations. And I think the government has done quite well the way they actually put forward the message from yesterday, the way they coordinated, and majorly what they did to show that the government was very serious about putting off today Maandamano and the other two which have actually remained, because remember the opposition leader said that we were going to have 3 consecutive days of mass action. But it seems the government had prepared itself very well, and that's why it has contained very many instances which could have happened across the nation. And most of the towns, actually, people went on with their daily activities, even if the day actually started in a very sluggish manner. But up to now, we can say that even those towns where the day was very sluggish, people have started coming into town to see if they can do one or two things here and there, maybe to buy things. Or we have some individuals who have come to open their town, their businesses. So it's a good show that the day was not so bad as it was to be expected to be, because there was a lot of fear, there was a lot of anxiety. But I think the way the government of the republic has managed the whole situation, it is actually successful. The only thing which I fear is about the image, the international image of our republic, because I think the government had deployed excessively police in towns, and that's why they were able to contain anything coming up as a group trying to demonstrate. So from the side of the international side, that's where I think people who are actually looking news from other countries, they may think that Kenya is on war with itself, which is not the case because of the presence of police in various towns in this republic. So that's where I think that we might be having a problem. But the way the police have conducted themselves across the republic, I can say it's quite recommendable because I don't see a place where they have used excessive force. And at the same time, I think this time the police knew their job, because they could not wait for the demonstrators to group up in large numbers. And actually, the way they had coordinated, it gave a big success. So for me, I feel as if that the country had done three or four major things, which has actually made them to contain the situation and to keep the country at peace. And one of the things which actually the government did is by withdrawing the security of those individuals who were associated with today demonstrations. Because if you see the leader of opposition, that means Raila Amolo Odinga, security details were actually withdrawn. All the MPs and senators associated with the Azimio side, their security was actually withdrawn. And also, you could see that even what they did with the first lady Mama Ngina Kenyatta, by withdrawing their as security, it's actually made some people to fear about the whole situation. And that's why we are experiencing this kind of calmness. So that has actually made the country to be at ease, because nobody could go and read a demonstration, because everybody was fearful what could happen next. Because if you are an MP, your security details have been taken. That means you are a pair. You cannot read a demonstration without that security. So that's what has given this success. Another thing which actually, the strategy which the government employed is actually by giving firm instructions. The president came out firmly. The CS of Interior came out firmly by saying that today demonstration should not be there, and stern measures were going to be put into place. So also because of that communication, I think it has helped so much. So that's a recommendation that the government was working in unison. And also because I can say that most MPs of Kenya Kwanza, they went to their various places to mobilize people and to tell them that they should not condone what we were going to have from today, the mass demonstration. And also that one has helped a lot. And another thing which has actually helped a lot is the way the security sector had to conduct itself. Because you could find that from yesterday evening, security was seen, or the police was seen moving from one place to the other. So nobody could have actually thought to read the mass demonstration, or also all to mobilize for the for people to come out. So that's actually the recap of what has happened today in our Republic, Kenya.